So in this DIY video we're getting back to nature. Not this much nature. So we're going to be building a home, not for bumblebees, but masonry bees. And it's something all the family can do. There's been a decline in bee numbers worldwide, partly because of the use of pesticides, insecticides and the loss of habitat, plus climate change amongst other reasons. So let's keep the bees happy. Masonry bees are perfect because they're non-aggressive. You can watch them with your kids.
They live in small little holes and they don't produce any honey.
Solitary bees like mason bees stay active in colder and more severe weather, so they can start pollinating earlier in the year. Plus they can pollinate plants honeybees cannot. They're also great pollinators for fruit trees like apple and pear trees. Mason bees can pollinate the same amount as up to 120 honeybees because they have hairy bodies which can carry more pollen. Plus they can also pollinate a greater range of plants, which is great for the environment. After all, we want to live in a world like this, and not like this. Masonry bees can live in wood. In holes in masonry, they don't cause any damage. Not quite what happened here. Remember to have both feet on the floor when sawing wood. The bee home needs to be at least 150mm, 6 inches deep to support both male and female eggs, with an 8mm hole for mason bees. The interior should be replaced every 2 years. We're using replaceable linings and there should be no plastic or glass inside the house, which could cause condensation. Decorating the bee home is the ideal part for the kids to join in. We recommend not allowing them to saw the wood, etc. It's also advised not to use red and orange paint, but to use yellow, mauve, blue and pink. There's around 20,000 bee species worldwide, most of which are solitary bees like our mason bees. This little chap's a bumblebee, which are around 250 species worldwide. You can add chicken wire to the front to stop the birds from pulling the tubes out. All the wood was untreated. You could make several boxes out of full lengths of the wood. Really any suitable offcuts would do. Cold weather can be a problem for the cocoons. If the temperature drops below 5 degrees, bring the tubes in. Cheeky little monkey, I hadn't even seen that. Males emerge before females, and once mated, the females seek a place to lay their eggs. Females use damp mud to line their eggs, collected on unique horns mounted on their heads, which also shape the mud. The larvae develop within the cell and remain over winter until spring. Once the nest is completed, it is sealed and waterproofed with a mud plug. The female leaves pollen in between the mud walls for each egg. Cleverly, the males are laid at the front of the nest, so they can emerge first and wait for the females. We also added some bamboo for decoration. We cut down a nail and inserted it as a centre hinge for the little door. For information on the materials and measurements used, including links to items we have purchased, please see the video description. If the temperature drops below 5 degrees centigrade, the house should be brought into a coldish area, not in your home, otherwise the bees will emerge. After 2 years, the nest should be cleaned out in early spring, and any pupae found in the sleeve should be placed into a bottom section so they can emerge in March when the temperature increases. The bee house should face south or southeast in full sun to warm the bees up so they can become active, and the house should be at least 1 metre from the ground. The house should tilt towards the front to allow the water to run out from the inside after heavy rain. We found 2 pieces of wood while I was out walking to mount the bee home and a small water bottle on for the bees.